We should do an intro.
Let's do an intro.
Because, people be like, what's going on?
What's going on?
Why are they in
background?
a giant garden?
This is the garden. This is the money is starting to pay off.
This is our podcast jingle. Doesn't it make you tingle? Make you feel warm inside? Before we release a ton of crazy stories from around the globe that we'll condense for your earlobe. Put that tide into an aqueduct, 'cause you're listening to The World Is.
Welcome to episode 15 of The World Is Fucked. This time we recorded on Great Barrier Island. We were over doing a gig that got a bit weird. It was a lot of fun. We are slightly hungover recording this in a beautiful setting, and I learned 3 things in this podcast. 1, false flags. 2, poison letters, and what happened to Amelia Earhart. We discuss many other things, but enjoy. Welcome to The World Is Fucked. We're on the Barrier Island, not just the Barrier Island, the Great Barrier Island. Probably the greatest barrier of islands.
Make barrier islands
Great
again.
Make them great again. And I'm here with Billy T Award nominee, David Suet.
That's me.
Yeah. How's it going?
I mean, the whole thing's pretty chaotic.
Which, this?
Oh,
A life?
I think the last few weeks have been an absolute fucking whirlwind. I think I've been mentally ill,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm fine now.
Because you're nominated. So it's
Because
good.
I'm nominated,
Yeah.
but that's weird too. It's a weird thing.
It's great. And then that's the thing, your buzz, your happiness can only last so long.
It didn't last long.
Until you do your next gig. And you do
I thought,
Hamilton
aye.
and this last night. I don't even know if we can explain. We will. Fuck it. And then you go, why am I doing this for again?
Yeah,
Why am I?
yeah.
Why did I stand there
Last
like
night
a
was
lunatic shouting at people?
last night was pretty extraordinary.
Tell the story.
Right, I don't even know where to begin. Here we are. We land
Do
on.
you know-
We're probably in the plane.
Yeah, the plane.
Because I've never done the plane before. Some people who are listening, watching, they might have been to Great Barrier Island.
Yeah, on the Barrier Air.
On the Barrier Air, and it's
That's horrible.
it's rank. Yeah, I did the same, and it was. Sorry,
It's alright.
but the tea's disgusting.
It's tea. I
Um,
don't think it was tea.
no, I don't think so either. I think it was piss. But so the plane's built for 12 people,
13 including the pilot.
including the pilot. If
Yeah.
you want to count the pilot, which of course I don't, because
Yeah, I
he's
don't.
staff.
Because he was a child.
Yeah, he was about 17, and so there's no steward, no coffee offered as you come in,
No cookie time, cookie.
no cookie time, nothing, barely room to move. I couldn't fit my thigh through the aisle, if you can call it an aisle.
You can't.
No,
It's just a gap.
it's just a little gap
Yeah,
between
you can't even-
chairs.
you can't even mind your gap. It was weird because I've done it a few times and I wrote a whole set. Look at that wasp.
Oh, there's a wasp there.
I wrote a
he's
whole
got
routine
pollen on
on
his
the
leg.
plane. I was not. He's having a bit of fucking. He's gonna have a shit, is he?
I hope not.
The wasp shit.
I don't know.
Oh,
He's
I
doing
don't-
a little sort of.
He's doing a
Why
dance.
is he pulsating?
Unless he's trying to puke up something.
Does he hate us?
Nah. He doesn't know us.
Oh, I wish he'd go away. I mean, he's nice, but
No, he's not. Look at his little arse.
he is. He's doing a wee. He's doing a wee. What's that dance?
It's twerk.
A twerk. That is a twerking wasp. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
I don't know. I'm getting slightly aroused.
Are you?
Look at the arse on it.
You're working, bitch.
Look at that.
That is insane. That's bloody good, isn't it?
Yeah, I gotta stop.
No, yeah, because that
So-
could go on for a while.
That could, yeah.
That looks like that wasp settling in.
Don't have to charge his rent. So I wrote the idea on the plane because we were baffled by some of the stuff that you heard. So my idea for like material was that normally you have a frequent flyers card, but Barrier Air doesn't. So how they outdo each other is bragging and asking questions using the buzzwords. So the guy behind us straight away to the kid flying the plane, have we got a headwind or a tailwind? And then it goes, tailwind. He goes, yeah, sweet, we should get there pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's the same time every time.
Billy Big Balls in
Billy
the back
Big
of the
Balls
plane.
in the back, yeah. And the
He-
bread, getting on. So you bring on your own baggage. If you're last on, you shut the plane. You shut the door. That's the job.
Mhm.
Right, and then you have to give the safety. No. So last on, you do that. And because we were last on-ish, people had their shopping in the storage bit on the floor. There was a cake
and bread. So I had 2 bags. So I had to wedge them somewhere else, not to put it on someone's cake.
I just put my bag on the cake.
Smash the cake.
I don't think I smashed it because I packed light this time.
Yeah.
And like usually, you know, I just had 1 bag with me.
What?
I was like, don't fucking take up a quarter of the baggage room with
with your fucking cake.
your fucking cake.
And I hate cake.
Do you?
I hate cake.
Gosh, that's weird.
Is it? Do you know what people
All
think that's weird?
cakes.
All cakes.
All cakes of all time.
I have lost friends over
Have
my.
you really?
Yeah, right. And it happened recently again, right? Where someone goes, "Do you want some cake?" And I go, "No."
I
and
hate
they,
cake.
And they go, "But why not? It's cake." And I go, "I know. I just don't like cake.
What is it about the cake
I
you
just
don't
don't.
like?
It's just dry, spongy, weird, fucking. I just don't like it. Like, and then when you're a kid and you go to a birthday party, and then the kid blows out the candles, he spits all over.
He does spit all
There's a
over.
lot of spit on the cake, and then they go, "Do you want some cake?" I go, "No, we spat on it." They go,
Yeah.
"Don't you say that about my little Timmy?" Because I watched him spit on the cake. I don't want to eat the cake.
When
with the
did this
spit.
happen?
This happens all the time. And then, like, you know, people come up and they go, "Here's some cake," and I go, "No, it's fine." It's like, "No, but just take it home." I goes, "But I don't eat cake. Just take it home.
Just take it home.
Yeah,
Just
and
take
I'm
it
like,
home, Alan, and put
no,
it in the
but
bin.
like, I have to explain. I don't like cake, and then we argue. And they go, "Just take the fucking cake." Because I don't want the fucking cake, and I hope you die. Right? I can't. No,
But why don't you just take it home and put it in the bin just to save this whole discussion?
no. I just want to end it by saying I hate cake. I've lost wedding. Right. So I'm learning about myself now.
Even fruitcake.
What the fuck is that?
Fruitcake, like a cake made
I don't even eat fruit. Why am I
That's fair
in the
enough, yeah.
conversation? What's fruitcake? That sounds nice.
Yeah,
Like I remember, there's another one. I think it's the ADHD thing. I just with some things like I fell out with mates because I didn't go to the wedding, and weddings can be fun and weddings can be shit.
If you're about to tell me you didn't go to the wedding because you were like, oh no, then I'd have to eat cake.
If they have cake at the wedding,
Jesus Christ.
I can't be near cake.
Yeah, but you don't.
No, do you know what happened? No,
I can't even see a cake.
if I'm in the same room, I'm like one of those people on a plane that has a nut allergy. If anyone has nuts, I could die, so no one's allowed to have a good time.
Get that cake out of my fucking
Get the
face.
fucking cake. Oh no, it's like I thought, like it happened recently where I finished a quiz and there's a couple I go to quiz, lovely couple, and they were talking to friends, and then they said, "Oh, we have some cake. Do you want some cake?" As I'm packing the car, and
Here
I said,
we go.
and I said, "No, I'm okay for cake." And then they said, "Yeah, but it's blah blah cake." And I went, "Doesn't make a difference, whatever cake it is. I don't eat cake."
So
And then they said, "Why don't you want cake?" And I'm packing
Jesus,
the car, and I
alright.
goes, "I just don't want cake, all right?" And I packed the car, and then they drove off and drove by and shouted something at me out the window. I didn't hear what it was, but yeah. But one of the people that knows them
Jesus.
came over before they drove by, and he says, "Why didn't you just take the cake?" And I said, "Because I don't eat cake." And he goes, "Yeah, but they just got engaged." And I went, "That doesn't escalate my
No, I know.
love for cake." And then he goes, "And they just found out they're pregnant." I goes,
Okay.
"I'm happy for them, but I don't eat cake." And I said, "I've fallen out with people over this situation
I think-
before." And then at that point is when they drove by. I just can't.
I think you need to. I think you need to loosen up.
I don't want to eat cake.
You don't have to eat it.
fucking
Nobody's
horrible.
gonna force you to eat it. You could just be like, "Yeah, I'll take some." Just pop it in a bag, and then
I'd
you just chuck
rather-
it in a bin or give it to Jane.
I'd rather shit me hands and clap. You know, right. So the wedding thing is a weird one, right? Because he's my mate for years. We got on well. He started a new relationship and he got engaged with this
What, quite quickly.
really quickly. Yeah,
Mm.
one of them jobs. And he said, "Do you want to come to the wedding?" I said, "Of course, I'd love to go to the wedding. Sounds fun. Of course, I'd be there." What's the date? Put it in my calendar. He goes, "Great. What's your address?" I goes, "You know my address." He goes, "Oh, we just need it to send out something." I goes, "Okay." So
Why are you so confrontational? Would you like to come to the wedding? Yeah, that would be lovely. What's your address so we can send you an invitation? You already know my address.
yeah, you know my address. What do we have to?
What is this?
the-
What is this dance we're doing?
You've never asked why are we doing this, right? So then I goes, "You have the address." So then a couple of days later, like an invitation thing turned up, and I text him and I goes, "Yeah, I got the invitation. It's fine. I'm still going to your wedding." And he goes, "Oh no, look, you have to fill out this and send it back. It's a save the date."
That's how it works. That's
And I
how
goes,
people
"What
do
the
their
fuck
weddings.
is a save a date? I never did that." And he
Have you
goes,
never been invited to a wedding before?
"I've been invited to weddings, so I don't do the admin." And then, so he goes, "Yeah, listen, you need to do the save date." I goes, "Well, I have a saved in my calendar. I can share my Google Calendar with you." And he goes, "No, but we need to fill this out and send it back. That's what she needs." I goes, "But I messaged you We have technology now that I can go to your wedding on that day, and then I
I'm
went
actually
back and forth.
so angry
I went back and forth,
on their behalf.
and then so I'm in the wrong then. So we're not mates anymore.
It's that right. You know, usually I'll go out of my way to side with my friends, but this one was you. Just fill out the fucking form.
No, because I can't fill out forms. I have a
Or
mental.
just say to him, "Will you fill it out for me?"
Surely. I'll
To
be
be
at your
fair,
wedding.
he could have just phoned you and been like, "You want chicken or beef?"
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't mind, but it's yeah. Again, I'd rather shit me.
So did you go to the wedding,
No,
or
we
were
fell
you
out, but
sort
we
of
don't talk.
disinvited
We don't talk anymore.
because of that situation? How long ago was this?
A few years pre-COVID.
Are they still together?
Don't know. Don't care.
I've been to some shitty weddings.
Uh,
Shit weddings. I remember once when we were in university, and I had just met my friend Laura.
Yeah.
Right? But we become good friends because we were in halls together.
yeah.
And she got invited to a wedding from one of her school friends that she hadn't seen in a few years. you
Yeah.
know. They weren't in contact or anything anymore. But the wedding invitation came through and she had a +1. So she was like, "Do you want to come?" And we kind of figured, because Laura wasn't really friends with the girl anymore, it must be a massive wedding. You know, she's
Yeah.
going back in her past
Yeah.
and inviting people to the wedding
Yeah.
and giving them +1s, no less.
Yeah.
So we thought that'll be good. And we went, and it was this really intimate wedding. There was there was like 20 people there, and I was like, I don't know if I fucking idea what's going on. Like, I didn't know anyone, obviously, 'cause
Yeah.
I'm +1. And every time I met someone, I was like, "Hi, I'm a +1," you know. And there was this one point during the reception, we realised that all the people we were sitting at a table with were confused as to why they were invited as well. So it was this like guy and his wife. And
Yeah.
the guy was like, "Yeah, I used to work with John." I can't mind his name, the groom's name. "I used to work with John years ago when we both drove buses. I haven't seen him in years." Here we all are. And then there was an older
Oh,
older couple
Yeah.
sitting across from us, and they were like, "Yeah, we lived next door to Lindsay when she was a little girl." But so we were all just sitting there like, "Why the fuck are we here?" you know. And then the DJ got up, bless him. The DJ was trying to get everyone up dancing, but no one knew each other. And he was playing things like Moon River, Blue Moon, sad songs about the moon. And then he tried to get Kaylee going.
Fucking hell.
And I was like, "I'm not going up.
No.
I'm not doing this." And then, because there wasn't enough men on the dance floor, he started shouting at me over the mic. Not shouting, but being like, "Come on, you, get up. Get up." And I was like, "I'm a +1. Fucking leave me alone.
+1s
I'm not
don't
getting
dance.
up and dancing with that old woman that no one knows who she is."
+1s either dance a maniac, like a maniac, or they don't dance.
Or they bring coke.
Yeah. There was
And
coke
do
at my
everything.
brother's wedding. Yeah. There was someone
But
going around.
I didn't bring any coke.
Yeah.
And also, they got divorced.
Of course he did.
So they got divorced. So you have a bad wedding, you're
Yeah.
going to get divorced.
And did you find out why you were invited? Why the +1?
Never. When we left, Laura spoke to the bride, and the bride was like, "We should get, I just wanted us to reconnect, not seen you in years.
Yeah.
We should get coffee." Laura was like, "Yeah," and then they never got coffee. That was it.
It's that bullshit conversation as you're leaving. We should talk more.
Which is fine when you run into someone in the street.
No.
But this is at her wedding,
Yeah.
where she's invited you to come to the wedding. It was bizarre.
Does she not have friends?
Apparently not. I don't know. I think maybe some of the people in their life just didn't approve
Yeah.
of their relationship for
Because
whatever reason.
Yeah, they knew it wasn't. Mine was funny.
I don't even remember seeing a cake at that wedding, though.
Then
So you
That's
should
a wedding-
prob-
that's a
you
wedding
should
night.
probably had a great time.
woohoo! No cake. I fucking hate cake.
Yeah.
Mine was funny. I'm gonna start telling these stories. I think I told you this before. My ex's dad's a pastor,
Yeah.
and so I did tell you, but I'll say it.
But they don't know.
They don't know.
The other people, the people that might be listening,
So
the thousands,
The
of
thousands,
listeners.
the thousands. And my dad paid my friends with money and booze to keep the father-in-law away from him.
Oh yeah, you
So,
have to.
so my dad's sitting there talking, and I didn't know this. And then if he seen Peter start to walk toward him, he was like, "Stephen, Stephen!" And Stephen was like, "Oh, Peter, did you see this thing over here?" And they just blocked like an American football game.
Yeah, I'm
Spin
imagining
him
a sort
around.
of like Saint Peter, because he's a pastor,
Yeah,
just
he's a nice
drifting
man.
about in a robe.
Well, he had clothes on.
Religious people aren't nice people.
Yeah, they're a bit.
But the thing is, how can you be really nice when you're like, "I just do what God tells me to do"?
Yeah,
I'm
but
nice
they use
because I follow
God
the
as an
Bible.
excuse for everything.
That's it.
Oh, God,
They've not formed their own morality.
Yeah, God
They're
said
just-
I have to have an affair, so it's God's. It's
Yeah.
God's will. He's
God put that temptress in front
Yeah.
of me,
Oh, that's the devil.
and now I have to repent because I accidentally, fucked her The arse.
Yeah,
I don't know.
in the bum.
Yeah.
Like in
Do religious people do anal?
they must do. They must be the anally seat babies that you're talking
Well,
Well.
well, I tell you. I bet they do, because then it's like you're still a virgin.
Yeah, your hymen is intact. That's what Jesus would do.
Yeah. Is that what Jesus would do, do you think?
I don't know. He loved wood. Isn't it weird, right? Is this a bit? Has anyone ever done this? But the fact that it's one of the most cruel deaths, that he was a carpenter and they made him, he died with wood.
Yeah, I don't
like,
know. Like, everyone's always
hammered.
like, oh, crucifixion, how painful. And I'm like,
You just get tired.
yeah, you just
fall asleep.
I'm knackered.
Yeah, it's like drowning.
It's not like, there was that, like, have you ever heard of scaphism?
No.
Execution, but I think it's scaphism it's called.
I never heard
And what
of
they do is they take a person and they'd force feed them milk and honey.
Oh, that's
right?
lovely.
And then they'd cover them in milk and honey. And then they'd put them on a boat, a little boat, and put them into the middle of like a swamp,
Yeah,
whatever. And the person would just be slowly eaten alive by insects.
yeah. That is a good way to go.
I don't think it is a good way to
And
go.
it's organic. Greta.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know if...
yeah, I think the crucifixion would be all right. I wouldn't like the
in
nails to the
comparison to
hand. Yeah,
that, I think the feet would be worse, actually.
yeah, just with the
Because they sort of...
there's a lot
They sort of go through both feet at
Yeah.
the same time with a big long nail.
Oh God!
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's the pictures of Jesus I've seen. Obviously, I wasn't there.
But they're not photographs; they're paintings. So, like, there's no,
Yeah.
there wasn't someone going around. Look, here's a snap of that.
That's why he's all handsome and buff.
Yeah, and not Middle Eastern.
Or not Middle Eastern.
It's very,
yeah.
very BG Jesus.
He's a
be
bit... I'll
Jesus.
tell you. It's time to...
It's time to update it.
Time to
But
update him.
that's where I draw the line with the crucifixion is the nails. Everything else is grand, but
Well,
the
I mean,
nails.
The thing is as well, like, I mean, then they're like, oh, this... we probably shouldn't be talking about this. But then I'm also like, the suffering, no, stigmata, the suffering, all that.
Yeah, we
They
talked
put the
about it.
nails in his hand, and they put a crown of thorns on his head, which doesn't sound that bad.
No.
And yeah, that's all right.
It's
And
just a-
then they're like, okay, leave him up there to die, and then someone puts a spear through him, and he dies.
Yeah.
So they're like, just put a spear through him then.
Just
You're
end it.
wasting your time for
Yeah,
it.
but like William Wallace, where he had to cut him into 4 pieces before.
That's true.
They had to drag the arse over.
Do you know the other two? How you had the good thief and the bad thief that were crucified next to him?
No.
There was the two other people
was the
being
fella
crucified
from,
next to Jesus.
Brian, the life of Brian, was it?
No,
He sang the song, Always Look on the Bright Side. Was he the good thief?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Don't know. I've only seen Life of Brian once.
Oh, that's fucking good.
But there was the other two, and then I guess like they watched it all happening, and then somebody stabbed Jesus, and Jesus died, and then they're like, "You mind giving
Use a
give
jab.
me, give me a jab as well?" You know,
No
yeah.
jabs.
no jabs for you.
Yeah, but then
Good thief
our
and bad
Jesus
thief.
came back a couple of days later, and they're up there going, "Oh, that's how you do it."
There he is. Look.
Fucking stab him again. He's
Yeah.
free now. Is that when he died? I don't know.
Oh, fuck, I can't remember. I don't know why we're talking about it.
Don't know how we got on the subject.
No, I know.
Should we do some quiz?
Might as well do some
Let's do
quiz.
some
Yeah.
quiz.
Might as. Do you know what? Might as well.
Might as well. So we're on
We're
the
all here.
We're on the barrier. We're on the
We're on
island.
Great Barrier Island, and if you want to find out more about podcasts that we've made, you can, I don't know, find us on the places you find us. Where you find us?
iHeartRadio, YouTube, Spotify, Apple,
Aye,
and
that's it.
others.
Yeah.
Not cow udders. That's different. They're milky taps. I think I'm hungover. Are you hungover?
A wee bit.
Yeah.
But not much, but a wee bit. I
Yeah.
feel like I haven't slept.
Yeah,
It's that sort of hangover, you know.
it's a good one.
Aye,
Let's
right.
play. Let's
Let's
play
do
the world as fuck. Let's
do
get
it.
through a round of this. What claim did Donald
Oh, I
Trump?
tell you, I've been following this.
So you're well
I've
on
been
top
following
of this.
the US news.
That residents in Texas are shagging pigeons.
No,
That residents in Ohio are eating pets.
of course.
And that it's racist to talk about his orange hue.
That's funny.
That's a bit of fun.
He would say that.
He would say that. That's
Because
the,
he would confuse just skin tone and race.
Yeah.
Obviously, very famously, in the last few weeks,
Yeah.
at the presidential debate with Kamala Harris,
yeah.
Donald Trump claimed that they were eating cats. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. They're
the
eating
cats.
the pets in Springfield, Ohio.
Is
That's
that
what
even
he
a
said.
place?
Yeah,
Oh, is it?
it's a real place. So
Why are they, is it a racist thing?
it's a racist thing because essentially there is a large population of Haitian immigrants that
Oh.
are living in Springfield, Ohio,
Yeah.
legally, and they've been there for years.
Yeah.
And his rhetoric's obviously all about like they're flooding in, and
Yeah.
they're taking Mexican people's jobs. That's something he started saying
Oh,
lately.
so he's with Mexicans now.
Well, he wants to have, he wants to have working class people on his side.
Yeah.
Because they all hate him.
Yeah, so the wall.
So he's
Just a-
like,
just a
they're
gate.
taking Mexican people's jobs, they're taking black jobs. He said that, like all these Haitians and these immigrants coming in. But the people in Springfield, Ohio, are like, because this is completely unsubstantiated. Like the cities are like, we have never had a claim of anyone eating a
Pussy.
a pussy, which is a shame for the women of Springfield, Ohio.
They need it. They need a little bit of cunnilingus.
So it's all horseshit, and he's been absolutely savagely mocked
I'm
for
glad.
his claims.
So it's just
but
so it was random that he came out with that.
It was completely random.
So it's like he dreamt it. And he went, guess what I heard?
No, what happened was, so there's a story here.
Okay.
So look at me all getting political.
Yeah. This
Not
is
really, though.
a political show.
So J.D. Vance, from what I understand, because I'm not a journalist,
Yeah.
right, so I don't follow it that closely.
Yeah.
But as I understand it, J.D. Vance basically started, his running mate.
Okay, yeah, I don't.
We a junior senator from somewhere. Where's a bit of eyeliner? He's definitely, I can say this because no one will care. He's definitely, I was about to say the bad one, then I remember we're recording. He's gay.
What about the bad one that the man said
I
yesterday?
think he's gay. Well, that's just queer.
Yeah, sorry.
That was fine. Oh, I should tell that
That's
story.
that
actually.
story, yeah. Fuck
I'll
it.
tell that story
Yeah, in a minute.
in a minute.
Oh, we'll give you the answer, because that's...
Well, I know the answer.
Yeah.
They're eating
the pet eating, there you go. They're eating the pets.
J.D. Vance basically spread this online,
Yeah.
and he's kind of so somewhere in his stupidity, it's taken root,
Yeah.
and he thinks it's fact.
Oh, my God.
It's really funny watching him on stage at the moment because he's got no energy. He's 70. He's the oldest man to ever run for president. He's no energy. He's losing.
Yeah.
Badly.
Yeah.
The gap between him and Kamala Harris just continues to grow.
Yeah.
And he clearly gets notes prepared for him by his team.
Yeah.
His team's shit as well, right?
Yeah.
For other reasons I won't go into. But he goes off book. He starts just ranting nonsense.
Yeah.
Just rambling on
Eating
and
the
on.
pets.
Like, we're just watching this man's brain melting.
Yeah. You've never cheered for like
An assassin.
no, I
Oh, I thought that's what you were going to say.
what's it? Parkinson's more in your life or something. Come on,
But
Parkinson's.
I tell you what. I know.
You can do it. Get that
I'll
brain.
succeed where those shooters failed. I mean,
Yeah.
it's two that have tried to kill him now.
Jane got in trouble over that.
What did Jane get in trouble for?
She
What,
tried to shoot him.
him.
She tried to shoot him. No, she shared it.
Classic
She
Jane.
said something on Facebook saying, "I wish they hadn't have missed." And then the woman this person we stayed in the house with, went on a big rant to Jane.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, I was like, oh God.
I tell you though,
politics.
if they hadn't missed, if they'd hit him in the head and he was killed, I think that would be worse. Because obviously we don't want people being shot in the head anyway. But secondly, it's better to watch his campaign disintegrate and him fail.
Yeah,
That's a better end.
yeah.
You know?
Watch him slowly being eaten by the insects in the swamp.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that was
It's quite-
beautiful. That's beautiful.
That was
what I did there.
stunning.
Yeah,
I love that.
I don't know how that happened.
I don't know where you came from there.
I
with
just
your-
woke up.
That was beautiful.
I think I'm awake now. I need
I
a beer.
think it's like it's really interesting. But it's funny as well how he was when there was the first assassination attempt. He got shot in the ear,
Yeah,
and then there's a good picture of him.
yeah. It almost looks staged.
and they're all and I was like, well, that's him one.
Yeah.
And then Biden drops out. Kamala Harris steps in and takes over, and you're like, oh, different story.
Well, that's the plot twist they needed. You needed
totally.
a black
The assassination
female.
is almost like.
Yeah,
It's just gone. Nobody's talking about it.
Yeah.
And then another one sort of happened, but there's a lot of claims online that was a false flag operation, which I'm kind of like, I don't really go for conspiracy theories, but that's one I could be like, somebody who
have that.
spreads them as much as he does.
Yeah.
You could imagine him being like, well, they do false flags because that's what he believes.
Yeah.
We'll do one too.
What's a false flag?
It's when you essentially like stage an attack on yourself.
Yeah,
so that you can get
Yeah.
You know,
Be the
you know, you
victim.
can you can play the victim because that's what it is. It's just every speech is just a list of grievances.
Yeah,
He's a cunt.
yeah.
He's
And
a piece of shit.
And he looks like it with that orange
I would
hue,
love to
the
slap
shit in
him.
his mouth.
No.
sorry.
No. Doesn't deserve that.
Tell us your story from yesterday.
Oh, fat guy. I don't know. It'll come up. It'll come
It'll
up
come up.
organic.
Venezuela's Presidente Nicolas Maduro did what? A. Wherever he wants, bitch, he'd have prayed. B. Made Christmas a 3-month celebration. Or C. Banned Elmo. A, B, or C.
Okay, Venezuela. Probably A, but I don't think that's the answer you want.
That's I don't mind. What do you-
Right, let's go through
Let's
them.
go through them.
Whatever he wants, bitch. He the pred.
That's just a joke. That's just me.
Yeah, I understand.
There was a moment of energy
I get it.
when I was writing, and I had caps on, and I went, that made me laugh.
You know what? Caps is something that we don't use enough of in comedy.
And Comic Sans. I want to bring that back.
Do you?
Comic
You want to
Sans.
bring back Comic Sans?
Comic Sans is one of my favourite fonts, and then it became weird to use.
Yeah.
It's like wearing double denim. Or
Everyone
whatever.
really hated Comic
Yeah.
Sans for a long
That was my
time.
favourite.
They still do.
Yeah,
If you put anything in Comic Sans, people are like, "How unprofessional."
yeah.
You know?
Especially if they have like a wedding invite in it. That's how I do it.
Is that how you do it? I do it like Poison Pen. You know, like
Kill
a
them?
ransom note.
Oh, like with blood as well.
No.
I-
Or maybe.
Yeah, or
Only for the. That's only for the bridal party.
yeah, that's
you
for
know.
the plus ones. I'd cut out letters from a magazine.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's Poison Pen.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Like a ransom though.
Yeah.
You invite to this wedding.
Yeah. Be there,
Be there, you sack of shit.
you big sack of shit.
You big sack of balls.
Made Christmas a 3-month celebration.
I love Christmas.
So do I,
I
but
could have that.
that would be insane, wouldn't it? Do you have to every day then? Is it every day is Christmas or is it 3 months, like different activities spread over 3 months?
I think it'd be 3 months build up to Christmas, which pretty much kind of what you have now. Or is
Well,
it?
I saw Christmas chocolates in the shop the other
There
day.
you go. That's from last year.
It's September, so
Yeah.
we've got a 3-month build up to Christmas
Yeah,
starting now.
so that could be it.
That could be it.
Elmo.
I reckon he banned Elmo.
Elmo.
I think he was like, I don't like Elmo. I don't want Elmo has no place in Venezuela.
Yeah, let's make
Uh,
Venezuela great again.
Let's make Venezuela free of Elmo.
Would you reckon it's because Elmo has a fist inside him? Is there some weird connotations where he goes, we don't want any of that.
We don't want any
We
fisting
don't
in
want any
Venezuela.
fucking fisting and puppeteering in Venezuela. I don't know how you say it.
Venezuela.
Venezuela. So I've tell you about did you ever see the videos of the angry Elmos in New York?
I don't think so.
So there's these lads that go around dressed up as Elmo. They dress up as superheroes.
Or just
and
doing
stuff.
crime.
No, they're just walking to get pictures with kids. And
Oh,
then
I thought they were
demand
just
money.
thinking about doing crimes.
No, but they're all like the Elmo frightened the shite out of me because the Elmo outfit is dirty, so they just look like homeless Elmo, like Oscar the Grouch,
Oh.
and they lift up the head to have a cigarette. So
Oh,
the kids,
God.
are going Elmo, and then it's just some fella, and he goes fuck off, I'm on me break. It's just having a cigarette.
That's cool.
Looks like he skinned real Elmo and wore his skin and wore his
kid-
face.
Are kids into Elmo? Now?
Yeah,
Are they?
yeah,
I would have thought kids have moved on from Sesame Street now.
no, I think
Is
there's
Sesame Street still
I
being
think there's
made?
still cartoons for toddlers and stuff.
Aye,
watched
Paw
some
Patrol.
Paw
I've
Patrol.
heard of that.
I've seen them live. They're good.
You've seen them live?
Yeah, only two
Aren't
of
they
them.
animated dogs?
No, they were people. They were
What, dressed as dogs?
no, they were just giant animal people. No, there was people in costumes doing a dance in Gold Coast. It was fucking weird.
Why were you there?
I was there by myself. No, I brought Holly a few
Oh,
years
yeah,
ago when
that
she was
makes
5, and
That makes sense.
she was obsessed with Paw Patrol and all that sort of shit. But yeah, Elmo, the amount of
What's
Elmo
the
vids.
premise of Paw Patrol?
The Paw Patrol, we be there on the double when you're in trouble.
So
Paw Patrol.
So they're dogs that are trained to save people.
Yeah, I probably sang that wrong, so I'm sorry for the Paw
Paw
Patrollers
Patrol fans.
out there. But yeah, it's dogs.
So the dogs just come and save people from
Yeah.
like peril,
Yeah, Ace.
like minor peril.
I can't remember the name. They say it's Ace. Ace is on the case.
What, like
Snowy
like,
gives a blowy. I can't remember.
Like, do they come to like tsunamis and things?
I don't know. We should watch an episode for the pod and dissect
Right.
it.
That's funny because we should do that
Yeah.
actually because I'm kind of like, what do they do? Because the only thing a dog does when it finds a body is eat its face.
Or wag its tail and go, found it.
Yeah.
No, you deal with
yeah,
it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what is Paw Patrol supposed to do? I mean,
I think they rescue people that are stuck in avalanches and all the important jobs.
I bet no one ever dies. I bet they never fail.
That's what Paw Patrol is missing. Some death. Disney killing
Stakes.
Bambi's ma, Simba's da. You got to kill these people off so kids know real life. Kids are grown up now. Kids are grown up now, eating cats, eating pigeons,
That's it.
and they're watching
That's it.
animals on TV, saving people. No one's dying.
They can't
so
use
they think,
punctuation.
can't use punctuation. They don't finish the sentence. Sweet as. That's a bit material.
Is that? Is it?
just, that, just that bit. What do you reckon?
I reckon he banned Elmo.
He made Christmas a 3
Oh.
months celebration. It starts in October. Ho, 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 bitches.
It's Christmas. Is it because of a hyper religious thing?
I don't know. See,
I'm
I
gonna
don't.
have to Google that.
You have to Google it. Everything's
I'm
a
gonna have to
Google.
learn more about that.
How did Victor Adebayo from Bolton Wanderers get injured? A, this is football for the...
Oh shit.
Some cunt smashed him.
Aye.
B, he sneezed. C, he tore a muscle while fornicating.
Well, fornicating.
Yeah, that's a fancy word for fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Okay, right, okay. Victor Adeboyeho
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said.
from Bolton Wanderers. How did he get injured?
Yeah.
Some cunt smashed him.
That seems like the obvious one.
Well,
because-
I am assuming if he got injured during a game,
Yeah,
you could say, well, some cunt smashed him.
some cunt smashed him.
He smashed into him.
Some cunt smashed
They were
into
trying
him.
to get the same ball,
Yeah,
smashed into one another. He was injured.
that's true.
Something tells me that's not. Something's telling me that that's not what it is.
Do you ever injure yourself from a sneeze?
Honestly, yes.
Yes, because you were getting older.
I'm getting older.
Sometimes
Every
it's-
time I sneeze, my whole back
Yeah.
like breaks.
I feel like I'm about to snap in two if I
That's
have a
it,
big
honestly.
sneeze. Sometimes, and I don't know what this is, but I've seen it on Lad Bible or something before, and I thought it was only me that gets it. Sometimes with a really bad sneeze, I get terrible ring sting for about a minute.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, I think that's arse cancer. I think that's arse cancer, and then it goes away.
That's never happened to me.
Well, yours is more used than mine, so I don't know. But it came up. People get it, and I don't understand. I didn't
Well,
read
people
it.
were like, "Oh yeah, this is really
This
common."
happened, so then I was a bit more relaxed
Ah.
about it. But yeah, you're just sitting there
You know,
going,
when I sneeze, and then you've got that feeling of when you're about to sneeze. And
Yeah.
and you're like,
Yeah.
That's actually me afraid.
of sneezing.
It's because you can feel it coming.
I hate sneezing when I'm driving.
One day
Because
I'm
I
going
have
to
to close
sneeze and
my
my
eyes.
my spine's going to snap.
That's what happens. But when you're driving and you sneeze, because you can't sneeze with your eyes open, because then your eyeballs fall out.
That's
Right.
not true.
Fact.
It's not true.
I bet you if I sneeze with my eyes now,
No.
one eye would go there and one eye would go
It's
there.
not true. It's an urban myth.
It's not. I'm a doctor. No.
You're not.
Oh yeah. But I can't sneeze. I can't sneeze with my eyes open. So when I'm driving on the motorway, I'm like, I'm gonna crash now.
I'm going to die.
And I
This
have
is
to
it.
accept it. That when I sneeze and my eyes
God,
open back up,
imagine.
I could be dead.
Imagine you were on that Barrier Air flight and the pilot sneezed. Fuck, I'd be hysterical. So B, he sneezed.
Tore a muscle while fornicating. That can happen. Do
See-
you ever hear people breaking the banjo string?
Oh aye,
Yeah,
oh aye. Listen, happens more often than you'd think.
I just felt it.
It's constant.
I don't
constant.
think I've ever met anyone who's done it, but I
I
remember
know
stories.
one of my friends, who's a woman, her ex-boyfriend, it happened to him
Jesus.
while they were together.
Oh,
She was like, "Oh,
oh,
I'm on. I didn't expect my period to start now, but it wasn't her period at all."
and does it sound like a banjo string when it? Bing.
Ding.
Oh.
Oh. I reckon I'm gonna just take a wild stab at it and say tore a muscle while fornicating.
Sneezed. He had a heavy
A hefty
sneeze. A hefty
sneeze.
sneeze.
Fuck.
Victor is a powerful boy, and even his sneezes are powerful. That's what his
That's
manager
what the
said.
manager said.
He's a good man.
What?
A museum in London dedicated to what just opened
In London.
in London. A museum dedicated to what just opened in London. A.
Uh-huh.
Fannies.
Uh-huh.
B. Boobies.
Uh-huh.
C. Fingers. C. Could be any of them. What is it? Fuck off, Wasp.
Right. Let's imagine.
imagine.
Let's imagine the Museum
Yeah.
of Fannies.
The
The Royal British Museum of Fannies.
Royal British Vagina Emporium.
The Royal British Vagina.
Boo boo. The Royal British Museum. The Royal British
Royal
Mange
British-
Museum.
Royal British Museum of Quims.
Quims, yeah.
That would be something like that, wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh, my Quim!
Yes. And like the Hall of Famous Quims.
Yeah, and you can You go, oh, that's the Queen's.
Aye. All right, Duck.
All right, well, it's a duck, is it?
I don't know. No, do I look like the sort of person that can recognize a bird? I don't know what sort of bird that is.
That's not ornithology. That's some bird, isn't it? Look at the wings on that. It's fucked off now. And you should.
So I imagine the Museum of Fannies would be you walk in and there's mouldings of all these fannies
Yeah.
on the walls, and then there's a little plaque under each of them saying, "This fanny is explaining the situation of that
Yeah.
fanny."
So, like a death mask in the olden days. So when they die, they just throw a load of not mold. What's it called? Plaster of Paris or
Plaster
whatever.
of Paris.
In and around the labia area.
Yes.
And then and then they just clip her off, stick it on a wall, and go, "This is Amelia Earhart's fanny."
Well, they wouldn't have hers obviously because she went missing.
I don't know. She got missing. Imagine they had her fanny.
Famously, Amelia Earhart, she was going to fly around the world, and then they lost contact with her, and no one knows what happened.
Oh, but then, yeah. Oh, that's a sad story then.
Yeah.
But imagine,
No, I mean,
so what they could
if
have.
they had her fanny,
There's something
they-
going on here.
something strange is
I don't
going
trust
on.
these people. But imagine at the Museum of Fannies, the Emporium of Quim, there's like Fanny of all these famous dead ladies, and then where Amelia Earhart's name is just
Oh, just a blank. Sorry, I pushed this
that was
metal
you.
barrel.
It's just
Just a blank
wall.
space.
And we
Be
go,
like, this is where Amelia Earhart's fanny would have
Yeah.
hung.
This is a gaping chasm of imagination of Amelia Earhart's Fanny. Lean into it. Can you tell where it is?
I guess. Do you think they would like, kind of, if if we had an image of Amelia Earhart's fanny, we imagine it would have been, adventurous,
Would have had wings.
pioneering.
Yeah,
Mhm.
would have been out there.
Oh, it
Yeah.
would have been out there.
You'd get lost in
Yeah.
it.
Groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking. It's a heavy fanny.
It's a groundbreaking
So
fanny.
she sits down too fast.
Maybe that's what happened.
Yeah.
Plane just heavy fanny.
She
innit?
wouldn't have got on that plane yesterday.
Oh, I tell you what. But poor Amelia Earhart. I'm starting to feel guilty.
I didn't know she went missing. I thought.
She went missing. Really famously, she went missing.
Yeah, but
Surprised you didn't know that.
Yeah, but there's some things I just don't care about.
That's fair.
And air travel, and
I think she was the first woman to, fly around the world or something.
I'm gonna get her book and just leave her on the shelf.
Yeah. Where the fanny should have been.
This is where Amelia Earhart's vagina should have been. And do you think they'd have a cool part of the museum for kids, just called the Minge Museum?
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I thought you meant... I thought you meant...
I don't know what's happening.
I thought you meant for kids. For a second, but now I realise you meant the place the school trips go.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, and you can pop your fingers in and be like,
yeah.
what sort of fanny's that?
What's that?
Oh, in the
that's
little
where
drawer.
that's
You know
where
the little drawers you get in museums where you pull them open and you can...
So that's a little fanny.
Yeah.
You pull the fanny drawer out. I'm talking like the Tate Modern or something like that. So you have the old museum of old people, and then the cool museum.
Cool museum for
for the
young
kids,
people
yeah.
and the kids, where you bring the school trips.
Yeah, you bring your
Yeah,
school
we're
trips
not-
and you go in and you go.
We're not talking about a museum of
Yeah,
kid fannies.
like you probably have one of Madonna's old fannies there.
One of Madonna's used. Madonna through the ages.
Starts off with a perm,
Yes.
turns into heavily Botox, just fat lips.
Oh, bless Madonna.
She's still alive.
She is, aye.
Finger
The Museum of Boobies,
That could happen as well.
that would be alright.
Yeah.
I think that would be more boring, though. I think that would be quite boring.
Yeah, most boobs look similar, and I don't mean that in a racist way.
What? Why would that be racist?
They look the same.
Yeah, they all look the same.
You can't say that.
Yes, you can.
And some
Some of them have got bigger nipples.
yeah, some have a braille on the areola,
Yes.
so you can go, oh yeah,
Oh, that's your
read that.
name.
yeah,
Oh.
Amelia.
And the Museum of Fingers.
Oh, we love fingers.
I think that would be strange. I'm going to go for that. I think it's the Museum of Fannies.
Of course it is. World's first vagina museum to open in London. Muff Busters exhibition begins in Camden
Muffbusters.
in hope of tackling myths on taboo body parts.
That's fair. Do you know what? That's fair because we've probably just done a whole load of, things that are ignorant
yeah,
about,
Fannies,
vaginas
yeah.
and fannies and
fannies are
whatnot.
important.
Very important.
They are the door to the world for people.
Well, not me. They had to hack me out.
Oh, you came through the sunroof.
I wasn't going near it.
I was going, I'm not going near that fucking pussy. Get me out near the tits. And there's the little strawberry for a fanny. How did a couple get injured in Seoul? A, their car fell into a sinkhole.
That sounds quite dangerous.
B, bouncy castles, fucking dangerous things.
Or just flying about the place.
Or C, they sneezed. Maybe a C.
Well, now I know that the sneeze is one of your callbacks, isn't it? To the other question.
Bit of crack.
Yeah, you'll put that up in front of a room of people and they'll be like,
They go, oh, see what he did
sneezing's
there.
bloody dangerous.
How did they do that? How did they come up with stories and then repeat the stories? How did they do that?
Amazing. Sinkhole is the most boring one, so that's probably the right answer. But what I'd like to explore is how somebody gets injured, how a couple get injured with bouncy castles. And you're saying in this you've got bouncy castles. More than one bouncy castle.
Yeah, it could be a whole room full of bouncy
So it
castles.
was it was a storm and the roof of a warehouse full of blown up bouncy castles came off and all the bouncy castles flew into the sky and started raining down on this couple.
So they're not inflated, they're just like boxes.
Oh yeah, that would be more painful, wouldn't it?
Or they're jumping on it, or they're having sex on it, and he ripped their banjo string.
You wouldn't have sex on a bouncy castle, surely.
I'm sure if you Google it, there's videos.
What, porn videos?
Of people
Bouncy castle porn?
Yeah. I'm sure it's a fetish.
Bouncy house porn.
Bouncy house.
Jesus.
Go with the bouncing.
The world's a dark, scary place, isn't
It's
it?
terrifying. The next round. I woke up and I went, that's a good idea for a name of a porno parody.
What is it?
I'll show you them in the next round.
Okay.
So I made up 8 and then Googled to see which were real and which weren't.
Okay.
We'll do that next.
Okay, I'm excited.
They
They fell into a sinkhole.
Of course they did. See, all elderly
Oh,
couple.
an elderly
injured.
couple.
Yeah, couldn't throw that in. But they're
Oh.
okay. Look, they survived. There they are here.
Oh.
So, they're okay.
Well, no, they're not okay. She's dead.
Oh, shit. How did a mother's plan backfire when she tried to help her 14-month-old sleep better by stroking the head of a mannequin or mannequin?
Wait
did
a
he say?
second. Let me break this sentence down a little bit. This is quite... How did a mother's plan backfire when she tried to help her 14-month-old sleep better by stroking the head of a mannequin? So you're telling me that, because the question is difficult, the answers are just going to be like, I mean, one of those answers could be like,
Sneezed.
cheese, like, could be,
All right,
a
let's have look.
whirlwind happened. I don't know.
The kid refuses to acknowledge the mother's face as the true mommy, and therefore the real mother has to use the mannequin's head like a puppet to get through to the kid. B. The kid insists on bringing the head everywhere. C. The kid now identifies as a mannequin.
Wait a second. Something's gone wrong here. Something's gone wrong here. So you're telling me, because the way I was picturing that was the mother, the 14-month-old is in his bed,
Yeah.
and the mother's like, you need to sleep, so she's bringing a mannequin head,
Yeah.
and she's stroking the mannequin head. That's how I was imagining.
Yeah.
But now I'm wondering if maybe she's just put a mannequin head in his bed with him,
Yeah.
and he's like cuddling the mannequin head like you would a teddy bear, a
yeah,
normal child, you
yeah,
know?
Yeah, like a normal child.
I think that's what's happened. And I think on the back of that, I'm assuming the kid insists on bringing the head everywhere.
You should be a detective.
Listen,
Once you got past the sentence,
once I figured out what you were trying to fucking say,
here's the pictures. Mum's plan to help baby sleep backfires as he becomes obsessed with dolls' heads.
why did she give him a head?
So the kid brings it everywhere now.
Why did she give him a head? That is so stupid.
That's just mental.
Just give him a teddy bear. There he is with his head. I tell you what, he's going to be the next Vidal Sassoon.
Or a murderer.
Or, yes, or he's going to collect women's heads.
Yeah, he's either going to do hair or cut off head. Who did Bunnings upset recently? A. Mitre 10 by beating the prices by 10% on the same product. B. An American man who thought they had multiple products for his dick when he turned out it was just a deck.
Oh, yeah.
Or vegans by having a sausage sizzle to raise money for fire victims in Australia.
Who did Bunnings upset recently? They upset me.
Yeah, with their fucking escalators.
Oh, don't get me started.
It just annoys me on 2 or 3 levels. Haven't clocked off yet.
Oh. Who did bannings upset recently? So, might or Tema beating their prices by 10% on the same product. I mean, I hope that's not the answer because
That's boring.
that's very boring. That's not the world as fact. That's
No.
business.
That's just business,
It's just
baby.
business. An American man who thought they had multiple products for his dick, but when he turned up, he realised it was dick.
Yeah, that's just the accent.
Like, yeah, my dick, yeah, I get it. But he's not gonna get upset to the level of going to the press.
Some people do.
Bird flew past.
Yeah. What's that? The omen of? We
Don't
better be
know.
able to get on this flight.
I know.
Uh,
Jesus Christ, I know. There isn't any food on this island.
There's no food on the island.
You're gonna have to eat people.
Cover them in honey.
No. Vegans. Well, it's got to be vegans.
It's got to be here.
It's gotta
Vegans
be
in
the-
Australia outraged over
Outraged.
Bunnings fundraising sausage sizzle for fire victims.
But that's what Bannings does. They put sausage
Yeah.
sizzles outside every Sunday
Yeah.
to raise money for various charities and
Yeah.
organisations.
They probably didn't even know it was a fire.
Wait, oh, is it because like the word sizzle is
Fire.
offensive?
Yeah, to fire victims. But they're dead, so.
But
it's too
I
late
imagine
now.
the vegans are upset because because
It's
they
a
wanted
sausage.
to help, but they couldn't.
Yeah, because
You
they just
know.
didn't have the energy.
But
Because
no,
they don't
they
eat
didn't
enough
have the energy.
proper
But they
food.
were also they went up and they were with their little $5 or whatever it is, and they were like, I'd like to support the fire victims.
But none of that.
And the people running the sausage sizzle only had meat.
Yeah. But like, we can't take your money for nothing.
You
You
can
got-
buy a can of juice.
You can buy a can of juice.
You can buy a can of juice. You can have
But-
some bread.
The oranges cried when we squeezed them. Just want you to know. How do you feel about that?
I don't
Baby
think
carrots. I can
vegans-
hear
Oh, I
them.
know.
Just call them carrots. Don't call them baby carrots. Don't give them a
I
personality.
don't understand that either. I've never understood that.
That's why I'm not a vegan. Because of the torture that they put the poor
I'm not a
carrots through.
vegan because I can't be arsed checking what's in everything. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I could do vegetarianism,
Yeah,
and I've thought about it many times. Becoming a vegetarian,
yeah.
I've thought about it, but I just haven't for some reason.
Because meat is delicious.
Mm,
And that's the problem. Cows, stop being so fucking delicious.
yeah.
Jane stopped eating a lot of meat because of watching Jeremy Clarkson's farm.
Oh,
it was-
she's
it
put
was-
him off of it.
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough. I
He
still
is
eat-
ugly.
Yeah, I just can't eat food at all when I'm looking at him. His big sappy head,
Stop it.
skin tags hanging off.
Make me feel sick.
Great news, complete the headline. You can finally spend the night in a hotel shaped like what? A, urethra. B, ear canal. Or anus.
Hang on a second. You just absolutely barreled through that. Give me some time to take it all in. Great news.
Great.
Complete this headline. You can finally spend the night in a hotel shaped like what?
Yeah,
A. Urethra.
yeah.
Ear canal. Anus. I mean, I don't know. The anus is calling to me.
As it would.
It's
only
like
natural.
a siren on the rocks. It's calling to me.
Like that.
Not really. No,
Does it fart?
not anymore.
Just flaps.
It's broken. I think it's anus.
Of course it is. You can finally spend the night in a hotel shaped like a anus.
Now, did they shape it like an anus on purpose, or
yeah,
was it just
because
like?
people are mental. The world is
Because
fucked.
I can't really see the screen because
Yeah.
we're outside.
We're outside.
You can
that-
send me a picture of that later.
Oh, I'm going
on.
to show you the whole fucking thing. And we'll do the porn parodies.
Mm,
And then that's an hour. Happy days.
that'll do us a wee show, eh?
Yeah.
Round
So-
7
This is, I woke up giddy.
today.
No, this is last
Oh.
week. And I thought, wouldn't this be a funny name for a porn parody? I'll get to it in the quiz. And then I Googled it and it's never been done. And then I went, right, I'm going to come up with 8 porn parodies.
Well,
And then Google.
be careful because you know there's that rule. Is it rule 34?
And what book is this?
Well, this is just the rule of the internet.
Oh.
That if you can think of a porn that doesn't exist, you have to make it.
Well, I'm in trouble now.
Well, let's see what you've
One of
got
the-
yourself in
I
for.
got into a fucking deep dark hole trying to find one. And,
Jesus. Okay.
And what I said to the people at the quiz, if you can prove that I'm wrong, you get a point. But I'm not Googling this stuff anymore. I'm going to get arrested.
It's ruined your algorithms.
My algorithm's already fucked. So here we go. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. So is this next one a porn parody of that? or not.
Okay.
It is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
You want to hear my logic here?
Go for it. There's a
Right.
kid in it.
I don't think it is. I think you've made this up. And I'll tell you why. Because I think if it was a porn, they would change Harry Potter to
Yeah.
something that sounds like Harry Potter but isn't Harry Potter.
Harry Crotter.
They change it to, Harry Crotter or Mary Plotter or
Yeah.
something. You know, do you know?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
and the prisoner, and I think it would be the prisoners of Azkaban.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's where you go with.
I say
this
no.
is the one. This is the one that I woke up thinking of, and I went, "That has to be a name of the porno."
I say no.
And of course, that's not. Titanic.
No. To take.
Titanic.
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 And was it?
Oh, I haven't got them in the order, so I'll
Oh,
do that.
fuck.
I'll show you
I'm
after.
excited to find out.
Yeah.
I hope so. Yes.
Titanic. Home Alone.
Oh, you're not showing me whether they're
I'll
correct.
have to show you at the end. I don't have them in the order.
Oh, I see.
Home
Home
Alone.
Alone.
Bone Alone.
No. I think that would be awful. Kevin.
Rocky. Cocky.
No. Too easy.
Zootopia.
Oh, fuck.
Foodovia.
Oh, God. Food all over you. Is that what it says? Food over you.
Foodovia.
Food. No.
Ghostbusters.
Go.
Ghost fuckers.
Yes. Absolutely 100%.
A human centipede. Hyman Cuntipede.
No. Can't be. Oh.
Schindler's List.
Schindler's Fist.
Schindler's Fist.
Schindler's Fist, isn't it? I think that's real.
Okay, let's go to them.
Shit.
This one. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban is false.
False, right? I
False.
was right about
Yeah,
that one.
absolutely.
Got that right.
Titanic.
I said yes.
False.
Oh.
Yeah, made that up. Bone Alone.
I said no.
It is real. And
Oh.
there he is holding
Oh, and holding his wee
something.
toys and
people
that.
looking in the window. But
Oh, it's a gay one.
yeah, but there's also a Bone Alone in the Home Alone franchise about a dog that's left at home. So you gotta be careful which one you rent for the kids when you're going out.
I think it was going to say Bone Alone 2.
Bone Alone
Bone Alone 2
inside you.
lost inside you.
Cocky Rocky, that's false.
Yeah.
Zootopia, Poodovia.
I said no.
Of course, that's
Of course. Couldn't be.
Ghost Fuckers.
Absolutely.
No.
Oh.
No. And Hyman Cuntipede, no.
They're all false.
Schindler's Fist, false. I spent way too long googling that.
You haven't found any true ones.
Only one. Bone Alone.
Playmate of the Apes.
Never heard of that.
That's
one.
real.
That's going in.
Yeah, put that in your quiz.
Fucking quiz.
Put Playmate of Lord of the G-String.
Lord of the G.
Pretty sure that's real too.
I like that.
Yeah. Let's think of another one. Give me a film. Think of a porn title of it.
Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's too easy.
Yeah, Indiana Raiders of the Lost
Arse.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
I was just saying can't.
Die Hard. That's too easy
Die.
again.
Yeah,
Dead
die.
Hard.
Yeah, dead. Oh yeah, that's it. Or die hard on.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Wet Dream on Elm
Wet
Street.
Dream on Elm Street.
Halloween. Horror.
Hello teen. Hello teen.
Hello Teen. Just empty the insides. The Hunt for Red October.
Oh. The Cant of Red October.
Yeah, the Cunt of Breed October.
Yeah.
Uh,
Cant of Bread October.
Yeah. Song. Now what's that one called? Boy.
What? Boy.
Boy.
I don't think that's appropriate. It would just be called Boy.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Oh, Jesus.
I can't think of any movie.
Sound of Music.
Yeah.
Sound of ball slapping.
Sound of Music.
Sound of.
The Pound.
Sound of the. Oh, the Pound of
The
Music.
Pound of Music.
That's a
Yeah.
good one. Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Quimp.
Gone with the Quip.
Quimp.
Right, give me one. Give me one more.
I can't think of a movie.
I can't think of any movies.
I can't think of any movies. The fuck is this? Movies.
I've got a feeling there's a Pocahontas one called Poker Hot Ass.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Isn't that excellent?
That's brilliant.
Do you know, people who name porns, some of the most creative people
Yeah, like
in the world.
I reckon they have like real jobs as well.
Totally uncelebrated artists, though.
Yeah. Why can't I find any movies?
I don't know.
Freedom. Winnie the Pooh. Anyone but you. I am starving.
Me too. How do we eat?
Well, I think we need to go get food.
Let's go get some food. Alright, thanks everyone.
Thanks for listening and watching. The World is Fucked from the Barrier.
From
And
the Great Barrier Island.
peace out and all that sort of shit. You know, like
Yeah.
and subscribe. You can listen to us on iHeartRadio and all your shit.
Yeah, anywhere you want, really.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
In your ears, preferably, though.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Well,
Don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
See ya!